I just wanted to take a second to talk about anxiety and how that can maybe hold us back from things that we want to do, and the other side of it, where it can kind of be like a warning in a way. So the whole thing about anxiety is just a natural thing, like inside of all of us, inside of every living being on the planet, because it's a survival mechanism. For humans, it's different, a lot different, of course, than it is for, like, say, a deer, because our anxiety can be much more complicated. For anxiety in a deer, it's usually a supposed danger or life-threatening beast or something that's headed its way, and so it needs to run away. It releases all that anxious energy through running away. They aren't anxious anymore because the threat is gone. But in humans, like I said, it's more complicated because, obviously, we're not deer just out in a field grazing and a lion comes by. For us, it's more like schoolwork and money and a whole lot of other things. But the initial anxious energy is still there, which is why a lot of people say to, like, go exercise when you feel anxious, or even if you feel depressed, because it releases endorphins, feel-good chemicals, and stuff like that. And then for other people, I guess it doesn't work as well, or they just didn't give it as long enough of a try as they should have, and other people it just won't work for some reason. And so they need other ways of coping with anxiety. Like, I don't know, drugs and alcohol maybe, or like getting more focused on personal projects or whatever their preferences. Or they could just bottle it all up inside and like ruin their relationships with it, argue with people online. It can be a dark spiral. It can be a dark spiral pretty fast. But it all goes back to anxiety. I don't know, I've just been thinking about the future, like my future, the future of like society, future of government, politics, societal views, things like that. I'm interested in psychology, really. I want to go to school to study psychology and theater on the side, of course. But my main degree I'm going to be going towards will be towards psychology. I hope to do a lot of good with that degree when I get it. I hope to like start working in schools, like maybe in high school. I don't know. I just want to like help teenagers and young adults. Whatever path is right for them, I hope to help to push them, like encourage them towards it in a way. Because a lot of kids don't get that, I feel like. A lot of kids get pushed towards other things. And I'm not here to talk about the expectations of parents or whatever on their kids. I'm not here to talk about that. God, this is really just a testing video to see if my microphone works. So yeah, the anxiety. Tying back to the anxiety, pressure, expectations, maybe, whether they're good or bad, whether any of it's good or bad, it creates anxiety, and some people just don't know how to deal with that. Stress response. Everyone's limits, responses to pain, responses to stress, they all have different thresholds. Like some people can handle this much stress and be fine and be able to deal with it, and other people, if they have that much stress, they can't function right. They are constantly forgetting things, stuff like that. And so it can be hard. Well, I mean, obviously it's hard for people to seek help for mental health problems, and stress is a problem. It's not a disorder unless it gets really out of hand, or unless you're born with, I don't know about that stuff, but stress is a health concern. Stress and anxiety are health concerns. And a lot of times they're not dealt with properly. And a lot of times people might not have coping mechanisms. Like they don't know how to de-stress. They don't know how to begin to start self-care routines, no matter how easy they might be. And then that stress and anxiety comes out in behaviors and what they say. And then that can have a snowball effect. It's just really unfortunate. And even to mention, who should be mentioned, are the people who like grew up roughly in bad households, or like parents with mixing or adverse views or opinions, people who maybe grew up believing in the wrong stuff, people who might have never even been told what to believe in, or stuff like that. I don't know, it all has a snowball effect. And even if I don't have that many subscribers, I still want to try to make videos like this, like where I'm talking about general things that I've noticed, patterns, theorizing maybe on like why things happen, because I feel like that's what's missing, is the why of everything, whether that's on a small scale or a big scale. So I just want to like think about that stuff sometimes. I feel like that would be really fun, because I want to help people somehow. I want to help people, and I feel like I don't need a degree to do that right away. I just need my own personal experiences and research online. I'm not trying to spread false news. I'm just spreading my own experience, much like a whole ton of other YouTubers are doing. But even though everyone else might be doing it, I'm just me. Everyone has their own experiences. I don't know, I want to share my own. So if there's anything you would like for me to address, leave a comment below. Basically, it's just like a just chatting live stream, I guess, only it's not live. It's in a series. Kind of like a podcast, only it's not a podcast. Maybe I'll start a podcast in the future. That would be fun. But yeah, I just want to like explore possibilities of things, explore patterns. Maybe if I or someone has a cool idea, like whether realistic or not, of how to solve the world's problems, this is a safe space to talk about that. Just any of that kind of stuff, really. I feel like would be fun. Get to know you better, you get to know me better, because that's what a YouTube channel is all about, right? Individual creator-wise. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.